Vlog! Settle down, children. It's time for another edition of hashtag Vicky Sargent Life Coach. Yeah, it means it's going to be really cheesy and a bit disgusting. This year, and definitely like the past few months, I've been learning a lot of things about life and about myself in particular. And what I've come to learn is that I treat myself like shit. Or I did, at least. This is all about a bit of self-love. What I've learnt is what that means, I guess, and that I didn't used to do it and that I'm starting to now. Love myself. A knee-jerk reaction when someone says, like, do you love yourself, is just to say yes, because it sounds stupid not to, but I don't think many of us actually do, because for me, what I've realised is that loving yourself is like treating yourself like you treat one of your really good friends. I think I'm quite a good friend, I'd like to say. I love my friends and I think they're all amazing and brilliant and I just adore them. And like, you know, I'd never say a bad word about them and I'd never want to see them being hurt. I'd like to think I take care of them. Loving yourself is basically treating yourself like you treat a good friend. And what I've realised is that quite a few number of us actually do that, and that a lot of us really struggle with that concept. But like I say, I think over the past few months I've started to get a lot better at it. It feels really good, actually, to not treat yourself like a piece of shit. So people say treat others how you wish to be treated, but I think it works both ways. So treat yourself how you wish others would treat you, and I think it works as well, because if you respect yourself and value yourself, you won't allow people to not do that to you. You won't let them into your life if you really value yourself, because you know that you deserve better than that, and therefore you don't allow anything less. When you have positive friends around you who love you and think that you're brilliant and funny and wonderful and beautiful and all of the good things, it makes you feel so good and happy, and you know, you start to understand what they see in that, and it makes you feel really good to have them people around you. So loving yourself is basically having that feeling all of the time. Like, you should feel like you matter and that you're good and talented and clever and beautiful all the time, because you are. What's really inspired me and helped me a lot is this shame and vulnerability researcher called Brené Brown. She says that shame is the immensely painful feeling of feeling like you're not good enough. She says that shame has like two voices, and one of them is you're not good enough and who do you think you are. I've felt that feeling a lot in my life. Of just like, you know, not being good enough. What I've realised lately is that I used to put all of my self-worth, or at least 90% of it, into what other people thought of me, and, you know, into like external things that happened to me. If somebody didn't appreciate me, didn't like me, said something mean about me, it would eat me up and I would believe it so quickly, and it would take me a really long time to brush it off and to feel good about myself again. At like the beginning of this year, if somebody told me something bad about me or something bad happened to me, it would take me like a really long time to have gotten over it. And stuff did happen to me that kind of time, and it did take me a really long time to get over it. If somebody else didn't think I was good enough, I would believe that I wasn't enough. What I've realised recently is that I've stopped doing that. If somebody else doesn't like me or want me or think I'm of any value, I don't let that change my opinion of myself. I know that I'm still amazing, obviously, and that I am enough. You know, if other people can't see how brilliant I am, like, that's their problem, that's their shit, and it's nothing to do with me. I think that's like the most powerful feeling you can have, and I know that sounds really cheesy. It really is, because basically when you find your self-worth and your self-love, you're kind of invincible, because nobody else has any power to hurt you or make you feel unworthy, because you're the only person with that power. Maya Angelou says that we should keep a place inside ourselves that is pristine and clean, and that we don't let anybody else near there. If anybody else tries to get there, you just tell them to back away. I think what that is that she's talking about, for me anyway, is your self-worth. You cannot let anybody tear down your self-worth, because it's so unhealthy. You do not deserve to feel like that. Other people are dicks. Like, fuck them. I think treating yourself how you would treat a friend is a really good way of starting to understand it. You'd never say to your friend, oh, you look like a really fat, ugly piece of shit today. I know I have, and I'm sure many other people out there have said that to themselves plenty of times. You know, you make a mistake and you're like, for fuck's sake, you're so fucking stupid, how could you fucking do that? You would very rarely say that to one of your good friends. So why on earth do you say it to yourself? Is it not a bit ridiculous to not be your own friend? When you look at it from that perspective, you realise how poorly you treat yourself. And every time you go to say something negative to yourself, ask yourself if you would say that to your best friend. And if the answer is no, because you know it would hurt their feelings, then don't say it to yourself. I feel so much happier and so much more myself since I've learned to kind of value myself and love myself. Not really a big surprise, but yeah, I feel a lot better. I'm being much nicer to myself, and my self-talk has changed a lot. I just say to myself, I'm enough. That's all you need to say is, I'm enough. You're enough. We're all children of the universe. We all deserve to be happy, including you. So just stop being a dick to yourself and start being a friend to yourself. Surround yourself with good, positive people who love you and think you're brilliant, even on your shit days, and that includes yourself. You've just got to realise your importance. You're here, and I don't think you're just here for no reason. Like, you matter, you're alive, and that is pretty fucking amazing. You have this amazing potential. You can't fulfill your potential if you don't start loving yourself. You're not capable of anything if you don't start from a place of self-love and believing that you're good enough and that you can do whatever you want to do. Everything stems from that, and I wish I'd learnt that sooner. A, because, you know, it would have helped me get through a lot more things, and B, because I deserve to be happy, and I don't think I knew that before or understood it fully. That's it, really. Love yourself. Why not? You're fucking amazing. Fucking beautiful, innit? Don't have to change anything to be good enough. You're good enough exactly as you are. Let that sink in, bitches. I will link some videos and things that have really helped me. Sorry this hasn't been a barrel of laughs, but needed a little life lesson, didn't you? Should probably stop chatting shit, shouldn't I? Bye, darling.